Good morning, everyone. We are from Group A, International Trade and Finance. Today, we will present the Community Service Project.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is SHAUQY bin KAREEM SEMMARD to Exit 045. I would like to present about our introduction on our report. Women nowadays is very strong and very developed in terms of leadership management and business. The incremental of the involvement by the women in entrepreneurship determine their maturity in managing business. Women also become more creative and innovative as they are part to be invention makers of society. If we look back then, 2018, the government spent almost 2.3 billion on 10 women entrepreneurship program.
Hi everyone, my name is KUAN, matrix number 279532. Now I'm going to introduce about the problem statement of this project. In order to help Malaysian women entrepreneurs to gain professional knowledge, we approached two respondents from France and began to identify the challenge they are currently facing in terms of their business. Now here is the key point of the problem statement. For the first interview woman entrepreneur, the first problem is that financial tracking. There is no effective method to accurately track money flow, and comprehensive system is needed to monitor cash transaction and record business income efficiently. The second problem is that seasonal operations. The business is not operated during semester break, leading to lower income and financial strain. And the third problem is supply management. Accumulation of excessive supply from the same supplier has resulted in unclear capital returns. Now, for the second interview entrepreneur, they are facing problem with plant store employee knowledge and skills. The lack of expertise in caring for plants among employees could impact plant sales and shop's overall aesthetic. So for the second problem is that interpersonal communication difficulties. The entrepreneur face challenge in connecting with others, stemming from her background in programming and limited interaction with people. And here is the objective of the project. The purpose of this project is to increase awareness of professional knowledge among women entrepreneurs. Furthermore, to assist women entrepreneurs in resolving current business issues. And next is to deliver professional skills in the areas of finance and trading to micro business women. For the methodology of this project, firstly, we have used a questionnaire and face-to-face interview with that female micro business owner. And these two interview participants are from diverse entrepreneurial backgrounds. We have conducted to have a virtual interview for a comprehensive understanding of one participant business, and the other ones are face-to-face. Moreover, we had distributed a pre-interview questionnaire via WhatsApp for convenience and flexibility because of the woman was always busy on a business, so that we sent the question through WhatsApp. After all, we also administered a follow-up questionnaire to assess the effectiveness of the knowledge transfer. Then only we integrate the qualitative and quantitative data for the comprehensive analysis.
My name is Sheng, number military 276908. So I will explain the implementation of the service learning project. There are four phases in our service learning project. The first phase is the planning phase. In this phase, all of us are gathered together and discuss who is the businesswoman we want to find for our service learning project. We use the WhatsApp platform to do the discussion. The second phase is meeting with businesswoman. After we are decide the businesswoman we want to find, so we will try to ask her permission and make an interview with her to know their business and their challenges in their business. The third phase is team discussion. All members are gathered together again to discuss the solution to help our businesswomen to increase their business performance. We will list out all the solutions we can suggest to the businesswoman and find the best solution to help our businesswoman. The last phase is sharing solution. After we decide the solution, we want to share with the businesswoman. We will meet the businesswoman again and transfer the solution to businesswoman. So we hope our solution can help businesswomen to increase their business in the future. Since we have decided two businesswomen as our respondent in this service learning project. So we will repeat the phase again when we meet the second in businesswoman. The first solution we suggest to our first respondent, Mrs. Ismiza, is record the business transaction with Microsoft Excel. D because Mrs. Ismiza does not have an effective way to record her business transaction. We suggest Microsoft Excel for Mrs. Ismiza because it is more easier and simple to use compared to another app. There are many functions in Microsoft Excel, such as sum function, average function, and count function. We will show to Mr. Ismiza how to insert the number inside the column and row. Meanwhile, the total sum of the overall business transaction can directly count by Microsoft Excel. So Mrs. Ismiza only need to insert the amount of the revenue of expenditure of her business into Excel, such as the amount of purchasing, the worker wages, and the store rent, and the amount of the sales. Then the Microsoft Excel will auto-calculate for Mrs. Ismiza when she is using the sum function in Microsoft Excel.
Next, for the next solution is do the inventory management using the Microsoft Excel. So the problem that faced by the first respondent is supplementary accumulation and not adverse capital return. So we suggest the respondent to set out an appropriate workforce and implement control to ensure that the purchase order are reviewed and authorized based on the actual requirement. Besides, we also suggest she to do a proper record of the purchase order every time. This because to avoid the over ordering.
Since Mr. Sari Suhaimi want to run a business that combines a coffee shop and a plant store, so she need a lot of the employee who have the experience in the sector agriculture besides manage a coffee shop. But the employee now does not have any experience to carry the plant in the shop. So we suggest Ms. Sari to send and certify her employee to join the agriculture certificate program organized by the Department of Agriculture Malaysia. When they are join the program, they will increase the knowledge of in the agriculture sector. This program also consists 64 credit hours of training. There is 70% practical and 30% theoretical. This is also a way for Ms. Sari taking care of her employees' welfare to make sure that her employee willing to work for her in a long period. Besides, we also suggest Mrs. Sari to attend training and workshop to increase her interpersonal skill. Because As a businesswoman, to manage a coffee shop, Mrs. Sari need to communicate to other people every day to make sure her business can run smoothly. One of the programs is the interpersonal and communication skill workshop, which is organized by Talent in the Region. Talent in the Region provide many workshops on soft skills such as team building, interpersonal and communication, customer service, and leadership development. So we think this is suitable for Mr. Sari to improve herself to make sure that her business can run smoothly.
For the expected impact, so the goals of our project is to help the business who has faced the problem and also challenges in their business. So the balance barrier faced by the businesswoman such as the work-life balance, access to capital and funding, and also others. So for the first respondent, we hope that he can manage their cash flow and also inventory management to the Microsoft Excel. So this can help them to do a informed decision making, early identification of the potential financial issue, and also improve the profitability. And for the first respondent, before we transfer the knowledge to the respondent, the confidence level for the Microsoft Excel and also the innovation about the business is 0 and 1. And after the transaction of the knowledge, he stated that for the Microsoft Excel, he now is feel more understand about how the Microsoft Excel is working. So the confidence level is 3, while for the innovation also is 3, because he said that he gets an idea from us to how to innovate about the business. For the second respondent, so the main problem for the second respondent is communication. So the communication is very important, especially for the respondent who is a boss for her business. So a strong business relationship are built on the effective communication. So this includes the interaction with the employee, customer, and also the supply. So the second respondent, we hope that he can improve her communication skill through our project. So for the confidence level, for the communication skill and also human resource, the confidence level is 3 before we translate the knowledge to him. So after that, the confidence level is 4 and 3. For the human resource is maintain the same.
For impact for student, after this project, we want to gain is our social skill. Due to this project, we need to communicate with the public, and this directly help us to improve our social skill. We gain a lot for the respondent who is experienced. They share a lot with us, like how they start their business and some tick and comment to run the business. The factor that influence the price of food like economic, political, and others. They provide some experience that has been faced before. All these things benefit us and help us to open up our mind about the business. Besides, we also realize that teamwork and collaboration between group members is very important for us. In a well-functioning team, members can specialize in different tasks based on their strength. This division of labor allows individuals to focus on what they do best, leading to increased efficient and higher quality output. Besides, collectively brainstorm and analyze the issue, increasing the likelihood of finding the best possible solution that has been faced by the respondent.
So now we jump into conclusion part, where my friend have presented all the slide. In conclusion, we can say that respondents are facing different types of problem in their daily business operation. Based on 2 respondents that we have interviewed, the first respondent, Mrs. Ismiza, is from Kachhi, businesswoman, is facing several problems in terms of financial trackers and also business daily, customer base, which sometimes students are going back home for the holidays. And then the second respondent from Mrs. Sali Sohaimi, a businesswoman who runs a plant coffee-based store, their employees are less knowledgeable about plants, so that might be affected by the operation. So we have set a physical and online meeting for the discussion. That's all from us. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.